Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Washington Commanders franchise here on Madden NFL 24 as we've reached the penultimate game of the 2025 NFL season where the 5-10 Washington Commanders will play host to the 6-9 Detroit Lions. Commanders had a little bit of a good thing going, but in recent times since Michael Penix Jr. has gotten hurt, it's been harder. Lost 2 straight, looking to bounce back here at home, though, against the Detroit Lions, who have also fallen on some hard times. They sit 6-9, and remember, do not own their first-round pick, so it's a little bit harder for them. They don't have anything to really lose for, so they're playing their hardest. And we are underway here. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. Jacoby Brissett will come out to the starter for the rest of the year with Penix Jr. out with an injury. And the offense has not been the same. Brissett has not played to the level that Penix Jr. has. The offense has had a hard time getting going in recent weeks, and we're hoping that's not the case here against Detroit. As we'll start off with the carry. Antonio Gibson gets the first carry today, and he fumbles the football on the first play from scrimmage, and it's in the hands of Branch. A shocking start to this game for the Commanders. One play, and they turn it over. That'll bring out Jordan Love in the Detroit Lions offense. I thought we'd be saying K. Klubnik when we got to this game on the schedule, but Love's been the starter for 12 out of the 15 games for the Detroit Lions, and he's played pretty decent. Record of 6-6. You saw the stats. He'll hand it off to David Montgomery on the first play. He loses a yard. There is a little bit of fan base in Detroit that's wondering why they aren't playing K. Klubnik, especially with the losing record, but Dan Campbell is sticking with Jordan Love. He thinks he gives him the best chance to win. 3rd and 8 is across the middle. Here's a catch. That is a first down. Hunter Henry gets it down to the 2-yard line. Goal to go here for the Lions to come in the big goal line formation. They give it to the fullback, Xavier Billups, with his first career touchdown. The fullback gets it done with a dive. So Lions cashing off the fumble. 7-0 Detroit is the next play. Here's the second play from scrimmage. It's incomplete. 2nd and 10 now. It's an RPO off to Dotson. He gets leveled, gets maybe minimal yards. They're going to say he got nothing. So now early 3rd and 10. Brissett back to throw, fires across the middle, and that one's swatted down by Jack Campbell. And Washington on their second drive, first full, go 3 and out. Lions will get the football back at about midfield. Good field position here as David Montgomery will get the handoff. He had 18 carries for 81 yards. They did shut out the Bengals last week, the number 1 seed in the AFC, 21-0. So Lions played good football last week, trying to continue that today as there's a short pass. And Chase Young will have to come off the field, and he will not return. That does not look good for a Washington line that's already missing Montez Sweat. 3rd and 2, it's connection across the middle. Another first down for Detroit. Also the 32 now. Quick pass up the seam left side, and this one's dropped. Mike Williams had a touchdown. Beat Snead, but couldn't hold on. So now 2nd and 10. Washington brings 5. It's picked up nicely. Love will just float this one out of bounds. We'll fight another day. Now a 3rd and 10. Can Washington get off the field on this 3rd down play? In the gun is Love. Feeling some heat. Rolls to his left. And he gets intercepted. Picked off across the middle by Yamin Davis. Threw it in a double coverage. And Washington's defense turns the ball over for Detroit. So nothing on that drive for the Lions. However, on the next drive, it's nothing for Washington. A sack on Jacoby Brissett. And they go another 3 and out. The Lions offense has been on the field for almost all of this game so far. As here at their own 21, there's a short pass for Amon-Ra St. Brown, the X-Factor receiver, who really broke out last year with 16 touchdowns. 2nd and 5 now. Play fake from Love. Moves to his right. Fires downfield. There's a diving catch. Mike Williams lays out and grabs it at the 46. So now into Washington territory again. Love to his right. Nobody covers Billups in the flat. The fullback getting busy. I don't think Washington expected that. He's got a first down. High formation. Billups stays in the game here as it's a naked bootleg and a fire across the middle, and nobody covered St. Brown. Amon-Ra, another 20-yard connection. The Lions are picking up yardages in chunks. Next play, short left side. This one's caught. Nice grab there for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Love off the bootleg. Fires to the end zone. That one's batted down. Nice defense there by Snead, who's really played a lot better in recent weeks. Now 3rd and 5. Big play here for the Commanders' defense. Love moves to his left. Fires. Has St. Brown for a touchdown. The Lions score again. They take a 14-0 lead. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter, where it's been all Detroit in this one. Only 13 snaps here for the Commanders, and 3 of those are on this drive they're currently on. 2nd and 10 for the Lions, 27. At least they're driving. Brissett right side. He air mails it. Tried to find Clancy, but that one's incomplete. Now a big 3rd and 10. Brissett back to throw. Looks right side for Clancy again, but he's blanket coveraged. That one is incomplete. And the Washington Commanders will at least get on the board with 3. Now 14-3 in favor of the Lions, as there's a good run by Montgomery. Just throws down the defender. Picks up 8 yards. Next play, it's a reverse for Mike Williams, who's going to get the first down. And the big wide receiver in his 2nd year here in Detroit picks up 6. Now to the 35, 5-man rush here for the Commanders. And Curl brings down Love, one too many. That's a big play. It knocks them out of field goal range. It's now 3rd and 20 after a TFL from Allen. Love finds a man at the marker and a sliding grab. Yes, he's short of the marker, but that's a big-time catch because it puts the Lions in field goal range. 43-yard try for the UDFA for the Clemson. Gabe Snowden kicks it up and in. It's now 17-3 Lions after that big throw. 2nd and 5 here for Washington. Taking a shot for Gibson, but it's batted away. Avonte Maddox in coverage. Another 3rd down here for Washington. Brissett in the pocket steps up, and he gets hit hard down, shy of the marker. Another 3 and out for Washington. This offense stagnant today. Tyron Smith also left temporarily with an injury. So, I mean, you're missing a lot of key players in that offensive line that's been shaky, continues to struggle. There's a nice run by Montgomery, but unfortunately they lose their lineman. Frank Ragnow hurt on the play. Now 2nd and 4, Montgomery again, a big pancake block. Billups laid out a linebacker. He's putting a stamp on that game. That's what sprung that run. Puts the Lions in the red zone again. Here up the middle, this time it's Kenya Bates, the 5th-round rookie out of Penn State, who gets stuffed after a gain of 1. No Jahmyr Gibbs. He's currently out with an injury. 2nd and 9, quick pass in the flat for Hunter Henry, who had 6 catches for 74 and a touchdown last week. And unfortunately, Emmanuel Forbes is hurt. Not a big-time injury, though, but here's a screen pass for Bates on 3rd and 6, and he'll get 1 yard shy. Lions, though, will kick another field goal. They take a 17-point lead here at the 2-minute warning. Washington's offense has to do something here, but unfortunately, they face 3rd and 8 from their own 35. Brissett has a lineman in his lap. He's got nowhere to throw it, and it's incomplete. This line has struggled so far today. They can't protect Brissett, and a lot of incomplete passes. 1st and 10, a free shot on Love, but he misses it. Does Davis. Not only that, but Williams breaks the tackle. That should not have been an 8-yard gain. Now 2nd and 2, Love short. That one's incomplete. Nice hit that time by Drew Tranquil, who's played really well the second half of this season. 3rd and 2, blitz. Quick pass, though. It's caught. That is going to be Quintez Cephas, who's getting some snaps now with Jameson Williams also out with an injury. 1st and 10, double coverage, but it doesn't matter. That's caught by Cephas again. Timeout for the Lions, now at the 46. Up the seam, and nobody is there. Forbes gets beaten single coverage. Yes, he went out with an injury, but he's back in now as Williams burns him. Next play, again up the middle. It's caught again. Williams boards Forbes again, and it's a touchdown. Maybe Emmanuel Forbes is still nursing that injury, but the Lions, off of the extra point that's pending, that's up and good, have a 27-3 lead here at the half. Washington's offense has to do something, or this one is over before they even take the field in the second half. The penultimate week here in the NFL, week number 17. Used to be the final week of the season, but still a lot to play for. There's a big game going on in Minnesota. 2 10-5 teams, the Eagles and the Vikings going at it. That could potentially have number 1 seed ramifications, as the Eagles currently on top 21-13 thanks to 3 first-half touchdowns by Jalen Hurts. Out in Jacksonville, the Jaguars playing host to the Titans. 2 teams that are out of the playoff race. The Jaguars up 17-7. Baker Mayfield got the contract last year for Tennessee, and it's not been a good year for him, while Lawrence is trying to cap off what's been a disappointing season with a positive. Finally, in New England, a big game in the AFC. The Patriots beating the Ravens 14-7. New England threatening for a potentially 1 spot in the AFC, but if the Colts win today, they will have that spot. Back to our game here. We'll start the second half with the Lions having the football. If this is a touchdown drive, then that could be curtains already for Washington. So they need to stop here on defense. The defense isn't even playing all that well today. Granted, there was the fumble that puts Detroit in good field position early, and they haven't been getting some help from their offense, but I'd like to see the defense step up a little bit. They give up a first down now out to the 42. Here's David Montgomery left side. It's a gain of 4 before being tackled down by Martin. 2nd and 6 now. Again, Montgomery, he's hit hard. That's a nasty hit from the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Jonathan Allen. Now a big 3rd and 8. Love outside the pocket. He's going to take a deep shot, and this one's deflected down. Kendall Fuller there, who signed the extension a couple weeks ago. That's a punt away. So the defense did their job. Now it's time for the offense to get going, as here's a run left side for Gibson, one of his best runs today. 2nd and 1. This time play fake. Brissett, though, checks it down for Gibson out of the backfield. Nice spin move, and he gets about 7. Only the 6th completion of the day for Jacoby Brissett. Next play, handoff Gibson again, getting involved all parts of the offense as he gets 6 right side. Not a lot of Devin Singletary today. He does check in here on 2nd down. And they're trying to set up a screen for the superstar halfback, and he doesn't get there. Norwell couldn't get the block on Maddox, and it's 3rd and inches. Gibson checks back in. 2 tight ends. They're going to give it to him at the middle, and he barely gets it. Nice defense there to collapse on it, but not enough. Keeps the drive alive now past midfield. Gibson again left side. It's been a heavy dose of the run game here. Already his 14th carry, but you got to start letting the pass game go. They're going to do that here on 2nd and 3. Brissett steps up in the pocket. He'll scramble, and he'll get the first down with his legs out to the 35. Probably one of the best drives of the day for Washington is now 1st and 10. Bootleg. Brissett fires downfield, and McLaurin will lay out for it at the 15. Scary Terry gets involved down the field. He's got Washington in the red zone. His next play, Lions bring a heavy blitz, and it gets home. Nobody blocked the linebackers of Detroit as Jones will get the sack. Now 2nd and 16. There's a short pass for Dotson. He will get the sack yardage right back. Now 3rd and 9. Brissett goes play fake. There's a guy in his face. He throws it left side, and Robinson can't hang on to the big hit of Maddox. Washington will kick 3, and it'll be 27-6. Lions back with the football here, now up by 21 as there's a fumble, but it's picked up by Hunter Henry. He's also hurt on the play. Now 3rd and 6 here for Detroit. We can use the stop. Love throws it downfield as a man open is Cephas. He gets away from Fuller, and Quintez Cephas is going to go the distance. 71 yards. And you have to feel like that's a little bit of a dagger. It's now 34-6. You're down by 28 points. 3rd and 7. Brissett is intercepted, picked off across the middle by Jordan Whitehead, who gets up, and he is actually going to have a lane the other way. This is a 60-yard pick 6 for the Lions. Yeah, this one's basically over. It's 41-6 after 3 quarters, an absolute blowout here at Commanders Field. The Lions will start the 4th quarter with a field goal to make it 44-6, and we're just going to go to the end of this one. This one was ugly in the 2nd half. The Commanders get absolutely destroyed at home, 47-6. The Lions did tack on another field goal. This is the kind of game that you're now sitting at 5-11. I know it's the 2nd year for Eric Bieniemy, but you look at games like this where the fans are booing you at home, and you might not make it after a 2nd year. An ugly, ugly performance here by the Commanders. I'm sorry, the offense, ever since Penix Jr. went out that injury, has just been terrible. 7 drops by the Commanders receivers. I get Brissett isn't playing the greatest, but 7 drops is also unacceptable. We also suffered 2 injuries in this game, both on the line, one on defensive line. Chase Young is going to miss the final game, as well as Tyron Smith, who's been battling injuries all year long. Your scores around the league in week number 17. The Bucs beat the Panthers, so they hold strong in the AFC with a win. The Colts do beat the Rams, so they're going to be the 1 seed in the AFC. Anthony Richardson, man, what a season he's had. On Thursday Night Football, on 2 terrible teams, the Packers beat the Browns 24-21, which means with the loss, Cleveland Browns are the front runners right now to get the number 1 pick. If it's basically in their court, do they lose the final game? We'll have to see. The Patriots beat the Ravens 28-14, a big win there for the Patriots, who looking to, if not lock up the AFC East. I think they have locked up that division. While the Ravens, they're still trying to fight for a playoff spot, believe it or not. In the NFC, the Vikings come back and beat the Eagles 29-28. They take down the 1 seed in the NFC. which could have huge ramifications on the playoffs. A come-from-behind win for Bo Nix and the Vikings at home. Big-time win there. On Sunday night, the Cowboys beat the Giants 33-27. Dallas got a little shaky there midpoint in the season, but they're finishing the year strong. Both these two teams are playoff contenders. So the NFC East, for the second year in a row, could push 3 teams into the postseason. We have the toughest division in football. And finally, on Monday Night Football, the Bills blank the Falcons. Zach Richards' Cinderella season comes to a 4-interception game. Yikes. He will also start the final game of the season. The Falcons, luckily, are in contention for a playoff spot, but they probably want Desmond Ridder back for the postseason. Here are your players of the league. Bo Nix's heroics get it for the offensive player, while Shank Thompson's 2 interceptions to Tampa Bay loss. Titans' Al-Shaair had an interception in their loss to the Jaguars, while Joe Burrow also had 4 touchdown passes. Next week, we will end the regular season by playing host to the 10-6 Eagles, who are now the 3 seed in the NFC. The Bucs have taken the 1 spot in that side, and I misspoke earlier. The Patriots are a 5 seed. The Bills have that division on the top. So we will face the Eagles. We have nothing to really play for, but the Eagles do. We lost to them earlier in the year, 41-23. So a little bit of bragging rights. We want to avenge that loss. Yes, we could play for draft stock and lose, but, we want to go out there and win. We don't want to go out and just lose just to help our draft stock. This is a division rival. This is a team that we could hurt their chances at the playoff number 1 seed, and they're the defending champs. So we got to go out there and try to beat the Eagles. Try being the key word. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below. We're almost to another off season. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.